Loud. Okay, I'll start again. Welcome, everybody. This is the June LOCAC Land Use Committee meeting. I am Jim Salio, co-chair. Um, Call roll, Molly Brown
Here.
and Larry Bender, not present. Jacob Taylor.
Present.
So we have 3 out of 4 members, so we do have a quorum. Um, I have no announcements. Does anybody on the committee have any announcements?
Nope.
Okay. And does anybody from the public wish to make a comment on something that's not on the agenda? Okay. Hearing nothing, we'll move on to our first item, which is the project CDRC 2026010013. A request from William Rahal for a minor use permit. I don't see Mr. Rahal here. Molly, is that right that he was not able to attend?
Yeah, that's what he indicated this afternoon.
Okay, well, we will table this project for next month, and hopefully Mr. Rahal can join us. Do we want to discuss any of this beforehand, or just wait till next month?
Um, I think we could go ahead and discuss it. It's up to you guys what you think.
Well, I just had questions for Mr. Rahal, so he's not here, so.
Okay, well, let's just table it then. That's fine.
Okay, why don't we just go ahead and table it, and then we can let Mr. Rahal know that we'll do it again on the in July. And then the second project is CDRC 2026000011, and that's a construction of a deck. They're asking for a minor use permit, coastal permit development for construction of a replacing deck. And that is Mr. Tucker's applicant, and I think I see two, Jerry and Jay Tucker. Mr. Tucker or Mrs. Tucker, do you want to talk to this?
I'm not seeing them.
So,
I see their.
yeah, this is Jen
I,
Tucker. I'm the daughter-in-law, and it looks
okay.
like Jerry is still on mute.
Yes.
Let me send them a text to see if they can get on.
Should be able to unmute themselves in Zoom somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just need to check on the icon at the bottom, the microphone icon.
Oh, there they go. He's on.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Tucker. Can, Jerry, are you there?
I'm going to put myself on mute and then I'm going to give him a call, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your patience.
No problem.
Hi, I'm Shelly, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, Shelley.
Okay, I'm Jerry's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think they're having some Zoom difficulties, but I knew, did they talk to you, Molly, the other day on the phone?
Yeah, they
Okay,
did.
perfect. They were happy to talk to you because we're just trying to figure out the process and stuff, and
Yeah.
it
Sure.
could be complicated.
Yeah, what I just want is somebody to kind of talk about the project, and we have your the application for the minor use permit, but we usually like the applicant to talk about a little bit about what the project is and what they're doing.
He would love to. He's a structural engineer, so he loves
Okay,
talking
great.
about anything that has to do with that. But we need to get them, let's see, on. Oh, I can basically talk about it a little bit, but he'll probably be able to get on.
Sure.
So they have a house in Los Osos. They actually both went to Cal Poly, and then they just stalked that street, Pacho Valley Road, since 1970, and always wanted to move on it. So they just are moving. They're still in the process of moving on it, and
Okay.
I had been looking for property for them forever. And this property, I think a lot of people passed up because it had a really bad deck in the back that was like three different levels of just decking, redwood decking that was falling apart. So that needed to be repaired. And the deck in the front also needed to be repaired. So that was, one of the things that an owner coming in knew was going to have to be done. So they needed to rent out the house first because they did a 1031 exchange. So
Okay.
they thought that since they were just repairing, rebuilding the deck and that they wouldn't need to get a permit for that aspect of it. And so they actually made the back deck smaller. And then but is what they did is they added a little bit of a side deck so they could connect the back deck to the front because
Uh-huh.
their land is kind of like a little sloped. So that area was just like a pit filled in with gravel, like on the side of the house. So it made sense, like in the future, if they need wheelchairs or something, that they'd be able to walk from whatever, walk wheel from the back to the front of the house. But they didn't realize that by adding that new little portion, which is like, it's like 282 square feet of new decking, that was they needed to get the minor, like the land use permit for that.
Okay.
So,
So that was my question was
yeah,
so the new deck is already built, correct?
yes, yeah.
So
So
this is an as-built
it is
permit.
as built permit. And so there's some, when we look at the portal, there's some language that we're still talking to Montserrat about because it looks like it says it's 1,450 square feet of new decking, but it's not like that's not the new portion. Like most of it was repaired. The new side portion, which is what we were told that we needed to get the minor use permit for, is not that much. It's 282 square feet. It just depends. Like, I don't know. When somebody comes out, they'll be able to tell us more about it. And so basically, we're just going through the permit process now and paying fines and figuring out what we need to do.
So so I'm looking at the picture of the existing deck and then the new deck.
Yeah.
The existing deck is much smaller. It looks like you took out all that lower structure that you'd walk down to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and that's been removed. So it's just a single level deck on the back now.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
I see where they've connected extended the back deck out a little bit to the property line and
Yes.
then continue the deck around the side of the house. And then in the front, it's pretty much exactly the same deck as that was before.
Yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
is what is on the side of the property is a 20-foot easement that goes
Right.
from Pacho Valley Road all the way to the back of the property.
Right. It's right up to the easement line.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit uh back, but so
It,
is there any concerns with the neighbors or anything like that?
well, we'll have to figure out. So it's up to the line on part of it.
Right.
And so we were going to see when we're going through the permitting process. There was some, like, my dad didn't think that he would need a setback because of the easement and because there's no buildings around it. But we'll have to
Mhm.
figure that out if they decide that we need a setback. And when we went and talked to them, they said it could be, I don't know why it says 5 feet somewhere, but when we have something that they gave us that says 3 feet, but if it's fire resistant material, it might be able to be all the way up to the property line. So that's something that I guess when we're in that part where we're getting that part of the permit, that they'll let us know if we have to cut it back 3 feet or if we have to or if it could be all the way up to the property line. Because that's another reason they wanted to do you know, like they wanted fire resistant material.
Right. So that
Is
is a
the
new deck.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Molly.
Is the easement also the driveway for all those houses that are clustered in there?
Yes. So there's three houses.
Okay.
There's the neighbor in the very front, and then we're actually the only property that runs the entire line of the easement.
Right.
Like our property is like, and then there's a house in the back as well.
Okay.
So everybody uses the easement to get to their property. And
Okay.
we happen to have a parking area in the front, and then we have the driveway down to the garage in the back. So we have a couple, different ways we use the easement all the way down the property line. It's easier like if you're there to figure it out, but you guys sound like you're getting it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I'm just looking at the drawings of the
Oh, yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been on that driveway before for another totally different reason, so
Okay.
know the general area. I wonder if they're having trouble maybe with their volume being low on their computer, if they had been able to.
I mean, unless you
Yeah.
have other questions, I've been helping him with this. Like I helped
Yeah.
him fill out so I know the gist of everything.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure he would love to talk to you, but I know they just did get back from a doctor's appointment kind of late, but I know they were planning on to be on here.
Yeah, they're on here and they hear everything.
Okay.
They're having problems with the microphone.
Oh,
I
okay.
did tell them to look for the chat. I'm not sure if they can, but I've been putting into the chat, but they can hear everything you say.
Okay, perfect.
They just can't respond verbally.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I see your notes in the chat there, Shelley. So
Okay. And I
Um,
see Jen too.
yeah, it's actually, yeah. Then I see Jay Tucker.
So they're down in Southern California right now, and they both just had
Okay.
cataract surgery. So
Okay.
that could be a factor in it too.
oh yeah. So do any of us on the council have questions for them? So it's
I had all my questions answered. Jacob, did you have anything?
no? Okay.
No,
And I don't have any questions because I talked with the property owner previously at length about it. So not sure if we want to move forward or Jim, what we want to do.
Yeah, I mean,
there's any
I'll
issues with
entertain if
it?
somebody wants to make a motion that we move it to I mean, I have no problem moving it to the consent calendar. Molly or Jacob, do you have any objections to that?
no,
Nope.
you can move to approve, put it on the consent agenda.
Okay,
General.
perfect.
Do we need to
So
vote?
we're all in agreement. We have 100% agreement. So according to our
Okay.
policies,
Yep.
procedures, we can move it to the consent. So the next thing will happen that when we meet in the end of the month, do you have that date, Molly? I don't have it in front of me.
I can get it real quick.
Thanks.
So it's going to be this is the land use committee, but we're going to have our main LOCAC meeting and let's see, it's the fourth Thursday. So it'll be the 25th of June, a Thursday, also at 6:30 p.m. on Zoom.
Okay.
And I can send you guys a meeting agenda for that one. And it's the same way to get on the Zoom meeting.
Okay. And then what happens for that meeting?
Yeah, so in that meeting, because it's on consent, it can't just go through without comment. Any member though can ask a question or comment on something on consent. But normally on consent, we vote on the consent agenda and it gets approved entirely. So yeah, I mean, unless other people, other members of LOCAC have questions about the project, then it just gets approved. And then we're not an approving body. We're just make recommendations to planning on whether we think this is basically a good fit in Los Osos. And
Okay.
I don't see a problem with the deck, and seems, you're on I mean, the easement thing is something that like you said, that'll be planning will tell you if you have to move it back off the easement, but that's something that we don't have any control over.
Okay.
Thank you for all the information. That was helpful.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
so,
and then
like I say, I can send out an email about that meeting. It'll be about a week before for the next meeting on June 25th.
Okay, great.
So we're just one body of many that comment on a coastal permit. And so everybody will put their comments in. Planning will take all those into consideration and then decide, if it's something that they're going to do administratively through planning, or if it goes to the planning commission. That's really up to planning to make those calls.
Yeah, our body is mainly, we're trying to look out for, the good of the community here and making sure that projects coming through are, obviously this is a small project, but if bigger, newer projects are coming in that might have negative impacts on the community, we might get kind of involved in that. But we do see a variety of things because we're in the coastal zone. So a lot of things, the permits get elevated because of that. But your project is not, it's not something that's like going to have some huge impact on a local neighborhood or something like that. It's not anything that really, it's not something that raises like red flags for us in any kind of way. Yeah, it's just,
Just curious, how did it get flagged though? I mean, because for the as-built permit.
We went in and
You went in, but
yeah, we went in and wanted to get a permit for it.
I thought you said the deck was already built.
We did. We built the deck and then
you said, we better get a permit for this.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you can't get insurance on things also if you don't have it
permitted.
Yeah. We just
Gotcha.
couldn't get the permit to start with from the beginning, one, because he didn't think that we needed it because it was a repair, rebuild. And then also because tenants needed to move right in and we couldn't have like a degraded deck that they, was hazardous.
It's definitely dangerous. Yeah.
yeah.
And really what triggered the permit was the fact that you expanded the deck to the side of the house.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And Molly will send you that information. And if somebody could be there at the LOCAC meeting, even though it is on the consent agenda, just in case any other members of LOCAC have any questions.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Bye. Take care.
Thank you. I have no other business items. Anybody else have anything?
I don't think so. Has anyone heard anything from Larry? I haven't talked to him lately. Yeah. Okay.
All right, Jeff, good to see you. Or
Love it. Yeah.
all right, everybody. Then I'm going to adjourn the meeting at 6:49 p.m. And everybody have a good rest of your week, and we'll see everybody at the LOCAC meeting.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.